I still remember being super impressed, viewer, with Rahul Gandhi back in 2013. He had walked into a press conference in Delhi and declared that the ordinance protecting convicted MPs like Lalu Yadav ought to be torn up and thrown out. It was this press conference at the Press Club of India in 2013. Many grumbled at the time that it was disrespectful to Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was the Prime Minister then, that Rahul had broken ranks in public. Sure, it may well have been part of a dramatic image-building exercise on the threshold of an election being led by Rahul Gandhi, a calculated effort to paint Rahul Gandhi as a young, fresh reformer, separate from the tainted and jaded old guard of the UPA. But for me, it struck a chord, and I have to be honest with you. Here was a politician saying something that cut through the noise and called out corruption in plain words. In the end, it turned out to be a dud electorally, because we know what happened in 2014. Rahul Gandhi was never really in a position to project himself as an anti-corruption crusader after sitting silently for nearly 10 years of the UPA when corruption was the raging issue of the day. Finding his voice only with elections a few months away in 2013 was never going to convince the public. But the principle of his opposition to that ordinance was absolutely correct. And it is worth remembering that the very first victim of Rahul's righteous indignation was Lalu Yadav. Because flash forward a decade now, Lalu is now Rahul's closest ally and friend. In the middle of today's political battle over the corrupt Netas bill, where civil discourse is at its lowest, Rahul stands shoulder to shoulder with the very man who symbolized his one clear principled stand back in 2013. Yes, today Amit Shah's words will be angrily dismissed as hypocritical. And yes, the charge that the BJP is a washing machine that calibrates its anti-corruption stance to suit the accused has some merit. There are enough examples of that. But when Rahul Gandhi's entire political genesis was crafted around tearing up a bill to protect corrupt politicians, then what ground is he left standing on when he gamely embraces the very first casualty of that principled position? Lalu Yadav. Is Amit Shah really wrong to question these double standards, especially when Rahul presents corruption in such fierce blacks and whites? Is Rahul really in a position to be an anti-corruption revolutionary when his party balks at the tainted Netas bill? Has Rahul's politics abandoned the principled theoretical ground and entered the world of evidence and compromise simply because he has racked up 3 major election defeats and now finds common cause with the Lalu family to burnish a socialist son of the soil identity for himself? Let me be absolutely clear. I too believe that the principles of natural justice are not fully upheld in this tainted Netas bill. Yes, I do believe there is room for political vendetta. But I also believe this country needs a draconian measure to uproot political corruption at the highest levels and shake the system. And if the opposition says it cannot trust the judicial system to play guardrail here, as Amit Shah has emphasized, then what does that really mean? The truth is, everything is a narrative war today. And in this narrative, the public will see an opposition against a bill that seeks drastic and rapid accountability for crimes by elected representatives. There is nothing principled about that.